Hi, friends. Thanks for joining me for another episode of A Drink from Upstream. Firstly, I want to wish you a happy summer. It is now summertime and it is beautiful in the Pacific Northwest, so I hope you're enjoying it. What I want to talk to you today about is a little word, two-letter word that is known as a conjunction in grammar. So a conjunction takes two sentences, combines them together, and the conjunction is the connector there. And so it's the word if. If is a very powerful word. And so when used in a sentence, it establishes conditionality. It establishes a condition. If this happens, then that will happen, sort of a thing. And it's something that is utilized in Scripture a lot. So in the English Standard Version, the ESV that I teach and preach out of, that little word is used 1,676 times. I haven't went through and counted them. I just used my Bible software. 1,676 times the word if is used. And it's actually used in every major section of the Bible. And so we find it in Old Testament narrative, we find it in the wisdom literature, we find it in the prophets, we find it in the Gospels. Actually, this last Sunday, as I was preaching through a portion of Matthew 18, the word if was used like 7 different times in those several verses. And actually going to be used in this upcoming sermon as well as I finish off Matthew 18. And that if clause is a really, it's really important and it's really powerful. But here's the one I want to bring to you today. It's in the epistles. And just to round off the major themes of the Bible, including it's actually all the way in the epistles, historical documents in the epistles, and in the apocalyptic literature, book of Revelation. But here's the one, and it might be familiar to you, maybe not, but it's out of the book of Galatians, and it simply says this: "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we don't give up." I don't know what you're facing right now in life, but my guess is not everything is going really well. That's like life on planet Earth, right? It's likely that you're facing something that is causing you to be weary. Probably not just weary of body, but weary of soul, where you're tired, you're exhausted from it, you feel really lean, and like maybe you don't have what it takes to continue on. And this passage of Scripture, I hope, with this little if clause, gives you what you need in perspective and encouragement to say, you know what? With God, I can keep going. With His help, with knowing that He's with me, that He's not going to forsake me, that I can trust Him, that I can cast my burdens upon Him, that He's not left me alone, that I'm not just doing this on my own, but that I am in His care. So you're encouraged in this passage to continue to do good. So you're facing this wearisome scenario, but you've got to continue to do good. And we're told that if we do, let me just change the way I'm saying that. You are told that if you continue to do good, if you do not allow that weariness to cause you to give up, but rather allow that weariness to cause you to look to God, to call out to Him, to tell Him, to admit to Him that you don't feel like you have the strength, that it would cause you to cast your cares upon Him, as I said, and allow Him to give you the necessary strength. So this little if clause is that you don't give up, because the promise is that you will reap a harvest from the good that you're doing. This is that sowing and reaping, the law of the harvest. What you sow, you will reap. And so sow good, plant good, invest good, do what is right, engage in this thing, whatever that is, Continue to do good, because the promise is that you will reap a harvest if you don't give up. So friends, don't give up. Hold on, because that little if clause is pretty powerful. I hope that helps you today. God bless you.